So I'm going to use this video to share with you 3 things that I wish I knew before I started my first business. Now, as a caveat, I started my first business while I was still employed in my corporate job. I started my first business 10 years ago. So guys, just remember that I didn't learn this yesterday. So the way that I'm building my businesses now is very different because I learned these lessons. The first thing that I wish I knew when it came to building my business is that you can't build your business alone. Now, that sounds strange, right? Because you're in this community, you've heard me talk about not being able to build your business alone. That lesson did not come overnight. It came through trial and error because, like a good Caribbean girl, you go into building your business holding everything close to your chest. You don't want to tell anyone. You don't want anyone speaking badly in your dream. Or worse yet, we all know this, we don't want anyone to steal our idea, right? So you start building your business on your own. But the truth is that I only started to feel and see real traction when I started having conversations with people who were in spaces and places that I wanted to occupy. And maybe it's not just for business alone. Generally speaking, in life, you really can't do it alone because you only know what you know and you only know what you don't know when you speak to someone else or you're exposed to new information. So when it came to my first business, I really wished that I understood that I needed other people to be involved in it sooner. I did get other people's advice as I went along, but you burn 1 or 2 times along the way, right? The second thing that I wish I knew at the beginning of my business is that I should never undercut myself. Here's what happens when you're starting your business. You rationalize in your brain that if I do it for like half the price, at least I'll get a good experience, at least I'll get the reviews, at least. So you start to undercut yourself, you start to downplay yourself, you charge people no money, you charge people half the price. And if you're like me, when you do those things, you end up with more problems and no reviews. So I actually learned that it's important to stick to your guns even if it's uncomfortable. It's important to forfeit certain really great opportunities in order to get the right opportunities, because you find that the right opportunities actually give you what you need, as opposed to the good opportunities that really don't pan out in the end. And the third thing that I wish I knew when I started my business is that it takes some time to solidify your reputation. And like me, I started off with a lot of things in place, but reputation is not built overnight. Reputation is built over time. So a lot of you all are getting very impatient and very frustrated in the process. Understand that it's a journey. Steve Jobs said this. He said it's interesting how overnight successes take a hell of a long time. And many times when you look at people's social media platforms, including my own, what you will see are the highlight reels. You don't often see the journey and the struggles. You don't often see the valley experiences. So I want you to understand that building your name, building your reputation takes time. So don't give up. So to recap, the 3 things that I learned. Firstly, you can't build on your own. Secondly, don't undercut yourself for a good opportunity. And thirdly, it takes time to build your reputational value. Tell a friend about this space, and I'll see you on the next video.